The transition towards renewables is now happening at lightning speed. Australia has one of the highest and fastest take-ups of solar panels in the world.
This is a time of great change in our energy system, as it is in energy systems all around the world.
But there are high-level concerns that the renewable energy revolution could affect the very stability of the power grid we depend on.
The big problem in electricity at the moment, we note, is not having dispatchable power, it's having system stability. The pace of change is very rapid, much more rapid than people realise or indeed anticipated.
Across the country, that rapid change has sparked a race to build batteries to store renewable energy. But the kind of batteries we're talking about, grid-scale batteries to power Australian homes and businesses, are the largest ever conceived. In fact, currently, one battery in the works will be 566 million times larger than the kinds of batteries we're used to, in a race to see who can build the biggest. Built in response to the nation's first statewide blackout, the Tesla battery in South Australia is the biggest in the country for now.
The Hornsdale battery in South Australia provides two really important services. One is a ramping service, so when solar or wind suddenly stops, it can come on. And the other service it provides is to maintain frequency. Their role is not so much in providing energy for days on end, which they can't do. It's to be able to come on very quickly.
Now the competition is hotting up on the eastern seaboard, with a new 500 megawatt battery project announced by French firm Neoen at Wallerawang near Lithgow. Origin Energy have ambitious plans for 700 megawatts at Australia's largest coal-fired power station at Eraring, and AGL is pushing ahead with 1,000 megawatts distributed across several sites, including the coal-fired Liddell power station, due to be shuttered by 2022.
When complete, the Liddell power station will use 6 million tonnes of coal a year.
What we need here is a balance in the grid, a balance between different types of technology, a balance between intermittent energy and dispatchable energy.
Last year, the federal government said it would build a 1,000 megawatt gas-fired power station on the site if the market couldn't guarantee a stable power supply.
We welcome all announcements to support dispatchable generation going into the grid, and that includes batteries, it includes pump hydro, gas. There's a range of dispatchable technologies that are being invested in across the grid.
While the Queensland branch of his coalition partner continues to push for new coal-fired generators, Energy Minister Angus Taylor says batteries alone can't provide the energy needed for heavy industry.
But that's a long way from providing long duration storage. That's storage that can provide a supply over an extended period of time if there's a wind drought or if there's a period with little sun. And to put that in perspective, the Hornsdale battery, the biggest battery in Australia, can only keep the Tomago smelter going for less than 15 minutes.
The number one complaint I get from business and industry is that there is a lack of certainty because of the policy settings across the country.
The New South Wales government, which has pledged to reach zero emissions by 2050, sees batteries playing an increasing role in grid stability.
Well, New South Wales was one of the first states in the country to adopt a net zero emissions target. We also are responding to the challenges that we face in our system. New South Wales, over the next 15 years, will see 4 of its existing coal-fired power stations come to the end of their technical lives. And our roadmap is all about ensuring that those existing power stations are replaced before they closed, to ensure that we don't see price spikes and blackouts as a result of not having a policy in place.
It does mean states and territories need to ensure there's the right balance in their systems. That hasn't always been the case in the past. We saw in South Australia a loss of balance and in the process a loss of affordability and reliability. And that means the 2025 market design, which we're working on now this year, will need to ensure that we're maintaining that balance in the system.
Kerry Schott, the independent chair for the Energy Security Board, will soon outline market design recommendations to help achieve that balance in the National Energy Market, or NEM.
You need batteries in particular locations, and some locations are definitely more favourable. Where Origin and AGL have decided to locate their batteries is good because there's a lot of transmission there that currently is serving coal-fired generation.
The 2025 market design is absolutely crucial to the longer term operation of the electricity market. It's all about making sure that we have enough coordination between the states.
That coordination might be easier said than done.
When you've got governments that have got fundamentally different objectives, you'll get some tension emerging, even between a Liberal government in New South Wales and a Liberal government in Canberra. It doesn't work to have uncoordinated, unpredictable interventions by various governments, because if you want to find a way to absolutely deter good investment, that's a perfect way to do it.
The race to build Australia's biggest battery and to get renewables online in this country whilst keeping the grid stable comes as the new US president rejoins the Paris Agreement. Now, just how that huge shift in global climate policy could be felt here in Australia ahead of a possible spring federal election campaign and our attendance at the next UN Climate Change Conference in November means energy market regulators could be facing an even more delicate balancing act.
Some people want us to go much faster. Some people want us to go much slower and are still in the dinosaur age. We've really got to adapt quickly.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.